Good evening. Welcome to Left, Right and Centre. I'm Vishnu. Show on the programme tonight. Women in Kolkata and several other parts of Bengal will hit the streets around midnight tonight to protest against the horrific rape and murder of a 31-year-old doctor at Kolkata's RG Kaur Medical College and Hospital. This is an incident which has shaken the country. It's triggered nationwide protests, demonstrations across India. At demonstrations in medical colleges and hospitals across India, doctors have demanded security on duty. The protest, which will begin at 11:55 tonight, has been described for women's independence on the midnight of independence. That is our big focus on Left, Right and Centre tonight in the next few minutes. But first, a quick look at the headlines at this hour. An army officer, Captain Deepak Singh, was killed in action in the Assar area of Jammu and Kashmir's Doda district. An operation has been launched to capture 4 terrorists, one of whom it is believed has been eliminated. A new long-range glide bomb called the Gaurav, developed by the Defence Research and Development Organisation in conjunction with partners including Adani Defence and Aerospace, has been successfully tested. We'll tell you all about that. An Independence Day special with Shotgun Sinha. Shatrughan Sinha says, I joined politics as a social responsibility. People don't respect politics as much today. We'll have a lot of that, including India through the eyes of our icons, including a special program at 9:30 p.m. tonight. President Draupadi Murmu today met the Indian contingent for the Paris Olympics 2024 at Rashtrapati Bhavan. She interacted with our champions after the contingent had a mixed performance at the Games. But first, our top debate, the horrific rape and murder in Kolkata, the key points that the CBI is looking at. Let's take a look and discuss that for the moment. Now, sources say that the CBI's 6 focus areas are: was the doctor raped by one man, or were there in fact others? Was the accused, Shonjoy Roy, reportedly a civilian police volunteer alone? Was evidence destroyed after the incident? Why was the murder first reported as a suicide? Was the hospital administration involved? Why were the police only informed the morning after the doctor was murdered? So that's what we are going to be looking at, trying to understand over the course of the next half an hour. We've got very special guests coming up. But first, there was a heated face-off between political rivals today in Bengal. Listen in.
ये जो डिले हुआ है, इसमें मुझे लगा कि मुख्यमंत्री जी का कोशिश था कि पुलिस के द्वारा इन्वेस्टिगेशन को डिले कराया जाए। तो मुझे लगता है ये टाइम किल करने की कोशिश की गई, और मुझे डाउट है कि सीबीआई के पास कितना प्रूफ जो पुलिस ने गैदर किया था उसका कितना हिस्सा पहुंचा है और पहुंचेगा भी।
अस्वीकार करते पारবেন না পরিবার। আমি বিনীত গোয়েল সিপিকে নিয়ে গেছিলাম আমার সাথে। যদি বাবা মার কোনো সন্দেহ থাকে তাদের থেকে তার কথা শুনবার জন্য আমি প্রায় 1 ঘন্টা ছিলাম। আমি এটাও বলেছিলাম যে দেখুন আমাদের একটা কর্তব্য আছে, মেয়েটি তো আর ফিরে আসবে না, ওর নামে যদি আপনারা কিছু করতে চান করতে পারেন, যা টাকা লাগবে আমি দেব। একটা কম্পেনসেশন যারা বলছেন কম্পেনসেশন দেওয়ার কথা তাদের বলে রাখি, এটা আমার বলা আছে।
Well, joining us now, Dr. Parijita Mitra, in charge of the emergency medical facility at Howrah, West Bengal. I'm also joined by Priyanka Talwar, spokesperson of the BJP. Dr. Mitra, let me come to you first. And let's actually focus on the key issues that the CBI is looking at, because these are some of the main questions. Number one, in your professional opinion, on the basis of what you have seen so far, was this doctor raped by one man or many? Was this a gang rape?
See, as an emergency medicine expert, I really cannot confirm the thing. But as per the speculation by the forensic medicine expert, it was told that it is a case of rape. But the thing, if it is single or a gang rape, it is up to investigation till now. So I cannot comment on that.
Priyanka Talwar, on the basis of what you have seen and what you have read, there are a whole lot of questions. One of the key questions was evidence destroyed after the incident. How is that a key part of what needs to be looked at?
See, it is very important to understand that the series of events which have taken place. Now, if such an incident takes place, first of all, the police goes for the primary investigation. Now, without any such investigation, police already said initially that it was a suicide. Later, they gave the theory that it was an unnatural death. Now, the thing is that the place where this incident has taken place is a government hospital. So, the government hospital, the administration also did not register a case with the police. Now that is something, which is taking your attention, that why? Why did they say that it is an unnatural death? Where on the face of it, it was evident, because as in things which I know and have come to know from certain doctors as well, that the entire pelvic area of the girl was, brutally brutalized, and she had all that broken bones and everything. Anybody, and she did not have any clothes on her body. Anybody could have said that it was a rape. So why were they hesitant in saying that it is a rape? Now, coming to the second part of it. After the post-mortem, we've come to know that there are 113 bite marks on her body. 113, 113. 113 bite marks. Is it possible that those bite marks were done only by one person? Now, this is what, it is an absolute case of a gang rape. Now, there is another thing. Why is the Chief Minister herself in a hurry? See, today also we are seeing that, she's saying that we have told the family we are ready to give compensation. The question of compensation is not arising at the moment. The question of justice is arising at the moment, which is, they are trying to give this blanket assertion on it. They are trying to cover something. Now, what is that something? Maybe this lady doctor knew something which was going wrong in the hospital. Maybe she was coming out with something which was going out in the hospital. That is the reason that probably there are certain big names which are responsible behind this.
I'm joined by Dr. Shankar Nath Jha, Vice President of the West Bengal Doctors Forum. Ma'am, I'll come back to you in a moment. One of the most problematic aspects, Dr. Jha, in this entire thing is that this was reported first as a suicide. It was only later on, when the details became clear, that they said it was a murder. Is this one of the most problematic aspects, that there was probably a cover-up which was happening?
Yeah, I fully agree with you. What happened initially, the family men were called by the assistant super of the hospital, and they told that your girl has committed suicide. And after that, for 2 hours, they waited to see their girl, but nobody allowed them to see the girl. And there were hasasab cases till today. What we have come to from the reports, that there were renovation work going on at the crime scene. The crime scene were at the place of seminar room of the chest medicine department, where the heinous crime was done, has been renovated, and I don't know whether it is to tamper with the crime scene. And there were many instances about this which has come to our notice. That's why we were protesting throughout, and the whole nation is protesting, and we want justice.
All right, let me just go across to Professor Monojit Mondal, spokesperson of the Trinamool Congress. This is now being investigated by the CBI. Is there evidence to suggest that the hospital administration was involved in a cover-up?
If the hospital administration is involved in a cover-up, I'm quite sure CBI by now, over 24 hours, must have interrogated at least one of them. Has it happened? I mean, instead of spreading such rumors or misinformation, let us look for justice of this girl.
But why are these rumors and misinformation? These are valid questions.
First of all, Mr. Vishnu Som, you are a very serious journalist.
No, it's not about me, but these are not rumors.
No, you have to allow me to speak.
I will, but I take objection to your question. You have asked questions. You see, these aren't rumors or disinformation. These are questions. That's all I'm saying.
The questions can also be disinformation.
How is this disinformation?
There are various ways of no. There is a different debate. If you wish to engage in that debate, I will definitely engage in that debate. But let me answer the questions one by one. Kolkata police could get barely 48 hours to investigate. This happened on Saturday night, Sunday, Monday. Since yesterday, the case was handed over to the CBI. Kolkata police interrogated 34 persons. One of the principal accused has been arrested. 16 people are in the pipeline. And thereafter, CBI took investigation from yesterday. How many people CBI interrogated so far? Any police, any hospital administration, any person who apparently, made this call to the family of the bereaved, saying that this was a suicide, we will also want this answer. In fact, let me tell you, Mamata herself has called for a rally on 16th of this month, day after tomorrow, from 3 p.m. from a particular place in Kolkata, seeking justice. Now it is incumbent
but
upon the
Professor
CBI
Mondal, let me ask you this, sir.
Justice to the
Since
justice family.
Right.
We are all on the same page.
Right, but then if we are on the same page, sir, could you just tell me why is it that the principal of this medical college was asked to step down, since we are all talking about justice? Why was the principal of this medical college asked to step down and then within hours appointed elsewhere? Does that not show a great sense of... Yeah.
I will answer. As presumptively, let us say that this person is somehow involved. Let the CBI,
I'm not saying that the person is involved or not involved.
Let the CBI
but is it not strange that the principal of a college where there has been a horrific murder is removed from the post and then given another job instantly, even before an investigation is over?
The college was removed from that particular post. The principal of the college was removed from that particular
and then
post.
put in and given another post in another college.
But he did not join. He did not join the other post. He would stay.
But why would they be appointed?
He was appointed.
But Professor Mondal, why don't you call it for what it is? Insensitivity.
Even if he was appointed, he can still be under the scanner. What is the CBI doing for the last 36 hours? Has CBI interrogated this person? If there are evidences against this person, CBI must interrogate him.
Okay.
He's not leaving.
Okay. In fact, let me ask. Go across to Priyanka Talwar. That let's not get ahead of ourselves. The fact that this principal was appointed to another institution doesn't mean that he's guilty. That's the point that Professor Mondal was mentioning. How would you respond?
We are questioning that what was the haste? What was the haste when the investigation was in process? What was the haste to remove him from there and put him elsewhere? If that was the seriousness that the Chief Minister was looking into, she could have suspended him for some time. Why immediately she posted him somewhere else? Now, another question which is there on the mind, and that is a fact. If you look onto the records and the history of this hospital, number of incidents have taken place in these past few years. 2021 only, there was another doctor which supposedly they say that had committed a suicide from the terrace of the same hospital. Now, is this not too much of a coincidence that in the same hospital things like this are happening? And I say there are a number of incidents in the same hospital. The important and pertinent question here is that the principal accused he is talking about. Now, whether he is a principal accused or an scapegoat, that will only come out after the investigation.
But Priyanka ji, I'm not sure a person committing suicide is in any way linked with a murder which has taken place now.
That was also a doctor. That was also a doctor, and in 2021 from the terrace,
to link that with this, to link that, with this.
We do. That is what I'm saying, because that investigation was done by the police. So we do not know whether that was a murder or that was a suicide, because they had said that this was also suicide. Women who did not have clothes on her body with 113 bite marks. Initially, the police said that it is a suicide. Somebody takes off their clothes and bites herself and then commits a suicide. So this was the investigation which the police was doing. Not just that, the crime scene was not sealed. They were doing renovation work after that.
No, but okay, lots of points. Professor Mondal replied to that. And this is the most horrific part.
I do not wish to
suicide or murder?
To a confirmed peddler of misinformation. She has been proven again and again, whether she is appearing on personal behalf or the party's behalf, that she peddles lie. The police in this case, lie number one, the police in this case has never ever said that this is a case of suicide. Police in this case, Kolkata police, has never ever closed the case. Police was trying their best. In fact, they did a stupendous job. Within bare 36 hours, they could get for investigation. They did their job. I want to know, I do not want to dignify the comment of a BJP spokesperson like you on the screen. I know, we know what kind of lies they peddles on TV. But the CBI, what is CBI doing? She should ask, what is the CBI doing in the last 36 hours?
Why are you so horrified?
ever since they got the case in their hand. In 36 hours, Kolkata police did a stupendous job. In comparison to that,
what did the health minister and the police minister, both the portfolios are held by the chief minister herself?
This is what you're saying. What is the CBI doing in the last 3 years?
No, Priyanka, 1 second. I'll come to you next. Let him make his point.
Mr. Shom, you need to anchor the show, right? What is the CBI doing in the last three years of such 31 cases, which were handed over to the Kolkata to them by the Kolkata High Court? I am saying 31 cases, 3 years. What is the CBI doing in this case, including rape and murder, charges of rape and murder? What is the CBI doing? The CBI's track record in this kind of cases is horrendous, and we are scared, concerned that the real justice will be done to this very family and this victim of brutality.
All right.
We are really,
okay, Priyanka, quick comment from you before I go back to the doctors. Yes.
They are horrified. Now, I will tell you once again, because whatever scam has taken place in West Bengal, their ministers are linked with each and everything. And I am 101% sure that this will come out in the investigation, that some ministers are linked in this also, where some kind of scam is going on in these government hospitals, which probably this doctor knew. That is why a number of incidents have taken place in Arjikar.
All right, that's an allegation that needs to be proved, Priyanka ji. Let's not get ahead of ourselves right now, but let's focus on the issue of doctor safety as well. Dr. Aparajita Mitra, there are a large number of doctors across the country, including in Bengal, who are coming out at 11:55 p.m. tonight. They are saying that, look, this is, our independence. It's a movement for our independence, for our safety and our security. As a young doctor yourself, do you feel threatened being a doctor, particularly when you're in a hospital environment?
See, now I'm working in a private sector, but I passed my MBBS from a government medical college in West Bengal. Yes, this is true. We didn't have any proper restroom. We didn't have any proper washroom. So we had to go to such a dark corners of the hospitals to find for a proper place to sleep. It is very hard for us. And it is still now, even after 10 years of passing MBBS, the situation is same. I don't want anything like that. It is the responsibility of everyone to ensure safety of female at workplace, be it hospital, be it another place. A woman of a family, is a sister, is a mother, is a wife, should be given safety while at work. See, during our work, I'm an emergency physician. I feel threatened, yes, with the goons when they come with the physical assault or any medical legal cases. I feel threatened when many people surround us. If the security is not given to us, then really we are at very danger.
I take that point. I just want to quickly, because I'm running short of time, go across to Dr. Shankarnath Jha. Dr. Jha, just on the basis of the evidence which has been collected so far, the quantity of semen which is collected in this particular case, fluid in the body of the deceased, the nature of the attacks itself, and I don't want to get into more detail on this, do you not believe that the grounds for looking at gang rape are very strong? And does it not appear strange that more suspects have not been picked up so far?
Yeah, the 2-3 points I want to clarify. That initially they tried to make it suicide, but from the injuries, and anyone could tell that for 2 hours the guardians were not been asked to meet or allowed to meet. The suicide theory was done. Then the theory of one person doing gang rape and doing rape on a dead person. So the nature of injuries and the amount of injuries, the fractures, it was clearly evident that it is not the act of a single person. More than 2-3 persons are involved. Initially, we said that. And seeing the grievousness of the crime, the rarest of rare cases, Kolkata High Court has transferred it to CBI. We want justice. We don't want to accuse anyone. We want, from the doctor's point of view, that women in our society should be safe. And there was clear-cut evidence that it was a case of rape and gang rape followed by murder.
Right.
And we want whoever has done this should go behind bars.
Absolutely.
And we want clear-cut laws in the country for acts of violence against the doctors.
And hopefully that justice will be there. Thank you all very much for being with us.